Welcome to Raven on the Rock, Denver's way to expose unique talent and original music from local artists. With your host, Rockin' Raven. You're going to enjoy what you are about to hear on Raven on the Rock. Brought to you by Rockin' Raven Productions and the Scoop 303.
Welcome back to Raven on the Rock. I'm getting a lot of echo in here today. I don't understand why. I didn't touch anything, I swear. But I'm going to try to fix that in the next couple minutes. Today my guest hosts are Television Generation, and they're not here yet. They got stuck in traffic. So I am going to go ahead and play a song for you called TVG, which I'm guessing is Television Generation. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope by the time the song's over, they'll be in the studio. So here we go.
It's the only way to fly. An international emergency, and the kids are alright. So change your face, change your name, change your attitude. You know it's all the same. This television generation's got me down and on my knees. So follow me. Don't you know you love the way that they all fall into place. So did you take your medicine? Did you remember to wash your face? This television generation's got me down and on my knees. So follow me. Follow me.
Nope, they're not here yet, but that's okay because we're going to talk. I want to remind you that October 24th, I will be co-hosting with the other Raven from VRDO Radio, Raven Eggs and Kegs, and we are going to be co-hosting the Halloween Bash at Herman's Hideaway. That's going to be fun because I have not dressed up in a Halloween costume since grade school, and I actually found a Raven costume, so make sure you come out and see it. If for some reason you have to miss that one, you can see my costume at Riffs on Halloween, October 31st. Burnt Lips is going to be playing that hollow stock. That's going to be fun too. And then the next day, November 1st, I will be at Brunswick Bowl in Highlands Ranch. The Mile High Scenesters are having another fundraiser. I'm not sure of the lineup right at the moment, but I will let you know. I'm sure they're going to be amazing kids. They always are. I guess I'm just going to play another song because they're not here yet. And if you hear any pounding in the background, it's not someone playing the drums. It's my roommate upstairs is trying to pour some concrete before it starts snowing. I was coming home today, and I was going down Hampton heading west, and it just struck me like, wow, those mountains have snow on them. And they were so pretty. And I am so not looking forward to the snow, but it's really beautiful. And I had to get up at 5:30 this morning to go do some tests for my hands, and I actually had to scrape ice off the windshield. So it's getting to be that time of year again, and I'm not quite happy about it because I didn't even get to go to the beach this year. Next year, I promise I'm going to make myself go. I don't care if it's raining. Well, I am going to play another one of their songs. I listened to some of their music. I have a couple favorites of mine, and I can't wait for them to get here because they are just like all over the map. I'm hearing a little John Mayer. I'm hearing a little metal. They got a lot of things going on there, so I can't wait to find out why. So here is their song called Hair.
I'm the other kids with the pumped up kicks, better run, better run, better run, better run. Dad always said you gotta treat her like a woman, kiss it just down, swirl around your finger in the hairspray. Listen to your mouth in the sun face, keeps you on your toes. She's in my mouth and in my brain, falling at the roots of my veins. She wants to touch me, she wants to rape me, she wants to kiss me, she wants to bleach me. Bleach my eyes, come here, just make me uncontrollable, can you fake it? Fake it like I know you wanna make it. Make it cause I know you gotta. She wants to touch me, she wants to rape me, she wants to kiss me, she wants to. You can touch me anywhere. You can touch me down there. You can put your fingers through me. She wants to touch me. She wants to rape me. She wants to kiss me. She wants to go. 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 Go.
Guess who's here? Yay!
Hey, there we go.
You made it.
There we
So
go.
you can hear now?
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can hear you too. So why were you guys late? messing with
we
you.
tried our hardest to come up with a good story,
Long
something that would
story.
be good radio fodder, but we
It
got
was.
nothing.
Whoops, sorry.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just having issues tonight.
It's
This was not this hollow sounding.
all good.
Joe, let me know if
We're very
hollow
hollow, so
sound.
it's all right.
Hollow.
We're an extremely
Like our
hollow band.
souls.
Well, hello.
And
Hello.
Plus, I have a headphone issue that's like cutting in and out. Gotta
Technical
find that.
difficulties.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
Wow,
I always
that's
have
cool.
technical difficulties.
I really like this.
Yes.
This is
I'm getting a ceiling next week.
very cool. I think it's charming without it, though.
You think so?
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it is cool.
A ceiling as. This
Those-
isn't a ceiling.
Those of you that don't know what we're talking about, I do not have a ceiling in my studio yet. It's 2x4s.
It's a little bit cool. I like it. Oh, so we are on air, so I shouldn't say anything against any advertisers or anything. I should be
Very
no
gentle.
offensive tirades. I'll be gentle.
Right.
Gentle.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
Yes.
we got it all out on the right here.
So guys, that's really bugging me. So introduce yourselves.
Well, my name's Elliot. I play bass in the band.
In what band?
Television Generation.
We're going to talk about that in a minute too.
Very cool. My name is Anthony. I play drums for Television Generation.
Okay.
And my name is Will, and I play the mouth voice thing and the guitar.
The mouth voice thing?
Yeah, the singing.
Oh,
Great.
vocals.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a kazoo or...
Oh, no.
He can't play kazoo.
Kazoo is hard to play. That's a hard instrument to master, really.
No, yeah. My granddad could play a mean kazoo, but he'd sit me on his knee. Wanted me to be the next great one, but
Yeah?
it just didn't work out.
No?
No.
No, I was
Aw.
Well,
Burden
the
to be
kazoo
a-
market's hard to break into, really. It's a very...
The kazoo
It's
market.
basically dubstep though, so it's gonna come back.
You need, like,
They're
a-
the
Yeah.
same basic sound.
Color is everything on a kazoo. You need like a flashy red.
See, that's the kind of thing that
Kazoo.
killed the kazoo industry, is thinking that you need that kind of flash. You're exactly what killed the kazoo industry.
Yeah.
It takes it above and beyond.
So sorry we've already ruined your show.
Yeah.
Really, you haven't. I love talking about kazoos. All right, I got a couple. Will, you sent me a couple songs in the last year or so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so confused. Are you Zero?
Oh.
We used to be.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
used to be
And then we
Zero.
realized you can't Google, hey, Zero and music and
Yeah.
find us for 3,000 pages.
Yeah.
Because that's not exactly a searchable name.
Yeah, so we changed our name, what, 2 years?
I'd say a year and a half ago.
Year and a half? Okay,
Yeah.
year and a half.
Okay, what about the guests?
The guests. Oh, I think they were just a band that we were talking to at the time.
But you wrote the song Garage?
Oh, no.
That's not even you.
No. That's the guests, I guess?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
The
Yeah.
guests.
Oh, well, we'll play it later anyway because I already got it
Yeah,
in
that
format.
sounds, that sounds
sure,
good.
Yeah.
Any band that's better than us,
Right,
I'll play
right.
them.
Okay, but Zero and My Friend the Creep is you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
think-
love that song. I've played it
Oh,
so many times.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I think we just call it Suicide Girl because I changed like the very first couple lyrics or something, but same song.
You think you call it that?
Well, yeah.
Do you-
I mean,
Yes.
I never really know
Doesn't-
for sure. Everything's
doesn't-
very fluid.
Interchange.
Yeah.
Those names.
He doesn't speak in absolutes. He's like a
it's-
character from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. It's not absolute until it's on iTunes or something like
Right,
that.
yeah.
I guess.
Okay. So I already played TVG. TV Generation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys wrote that.
Yeah. That
Have
one.
you, did you write all your songs?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Now you guys are looking awfully young.
Yeah.
You have to be over 16.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
You
Thank
drove
you.
here.
Mere flattery won't get you anywhere.
So how old are you guys?
You had a
I
birthday
just
yesterday.
I just turned 27.
Get out.
Yeah, that's very surprising.
That's
I'm
older.
27.
That's older than I thought. I thought you were like 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I don't even want to tell you how old I thought you were.
Yeah.
Little girl, is your mother
How
home?
old are
I am 23.
Really?
Actually.
I'm 29.
Get out.
Yeah, going on 48, I think now.
Yeah,
So
it's a
I'm-
leap year.
We
Yeah.
exfoliate.
I'm
That's
the-
why we
Is
live.
your birthday the
old
29th? February 29th?
No,
Oh, you said it was a leap year. So.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
no!
you said that.
Oh,
There was
sorry.
putting
It's
words in my
confusing
mouth.
with headphones.
Okay, I also played. Let's get back to TVG.
Oh, yeah.
What made you write that song?
I think the reason why we wrote it was, this was when it was me and Anthony were in the band. This is before Elliot joined. Yeah, it's before Elliot joined when we actually wrote it. And Anthony had just become the new drummer for Zero. And he was like, oh, my old band was called Television Generation. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool sounding couple of words. And so it kind of just came together. I think my roommates were gone one day and I was in college. And I just went down to the basement and decided to crank up my guitar as loud as I could possibly do it since everyone's gone for once.
Yeah.
And I just kind of came up with the little riff thing, and it just kind of took form after that. And then,
And then we just recycled that title as our name
yeah.
because we couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I just like the way that rolls. Television Generation.
Rolls off the tongue.
People say it's
It
too many
does.
syllables, but whatever.
8 total.
No.
It's not too bad.
Is that too many?
The Rolling Stones.
Don't.
The
Oh, yeah, that's
Rolling
true.
Okay, well now wait, there are a lot of syllables in that, isn't there?
You got to be a dedicated fan.
Nobody likes them
Ours.
that much.
Yeah, no one likes the Rolling Stones.
Okay, so
Let's not say that on the radio.
No.
the song I just played right before you guys got here, Hair.
Hair.
Now don't tell me Elliot wrote that.
No, I think I might have influenced it a little bit.
I know because he
Yeah.
looks like he's from.
Well, he's the only one with hair.
I
That
know,
actually
right.
was one of the first songs that we all
Yeah.
kind of wrote together.
Yeah,
Is it
mostly made out of hair.
just because he
So
looks
I
like
think-
he's from a L'Oreal commercial.
Yeah.
It did kind of inspire it.
And I think Anthony, you were talking about how it would suck to be balding or something like that, and
That sounds about right.
yeah,
It's basically a song that's against alopecia. I'm pretty sure. I think that's where we came up with the idea for it.
All right.
So,
Okay, so you are not the guests. How about that?
well, I guess you
Let's-
could say we're the guests
We are-
for the show.
So you
right.
are.
For
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to a commercial, and
All right.
we're gonna try to get rid of this hum that we have, and we will be right back with more Television Generation. Pepperdine's integrated approach to business solutions offers you access to an array of products and services through decades of experience, state-of-the-art production processes, as well as inspired technological innovation. Whether your business or organization requires printed marketing materials, promotional ad specialty items, commercial signage, stamps, or simply functional internal forms, their dedicated staff will provide the level of personal service and support your project deserves. Pepperdine's is located at 790 Umatilla Street, Denver, Colorado, 80204, or call 303-595-3663.
Hey, this is Billy Van Kuren from the Santa Fe Band. You're listening to Raven on the Rock. More cowbell.
And we're back. Well, I'm back.
I'm back
And,
too. I'm here.
Will is looking to find out why I'm all hollow and overdriven. And Anthony's going potty.
That's what he calls it too.
Potty?
Yeah.
He calls it potty? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I didn't do anything yesterday after the show. I don't get it. There's aliens here.
Yeah, it's haunted. That's that time of year.
It's
Yeah.
kind of clipping out on gear.
It is that time. Do you know what I saw today? I was going to an appointment up off of Union, and I think I was going down 6th Avenue, and there was a bus, like a big, not a band bus, but it was nicer than a RTD bus,
Right.
you know, and it was beautiful. Out of the back of this bus, from the top of the bus to the bottom of the bus, white smoke.
Whoa.
And I mean, it went for miles. And as I got like up to Broadway, you could smell that it was rubber burning.
Oh, jeez.
But the guy was still driving.
He probably had no idea what that
Oh,
was
come
going on.
on. It was like, I mean, a lot of white smoke, solid, and it was billowing. Like,
Wow.
it was amazing. I didn't get to watch the news, though.
It sounds like the Scooby-Doo van or something. I wonder if it was just burning rubber going on there.
I don't know.
Something
But it
else.
just amazed me
Let's see.
that he was still driving. Blew me away. So, MSS.
Oh, my
My smelly
My
soul.
Smelly Soul.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It is.
Where did we?
Doesn't make sense.
I don't remember. Yeah, this is just one of those you throw words together and you hope that it sounds artsy. So somebody's like, yeah, you know, my smelly soul, like that you look inside yourself and you don't really know. You know, you see yourself a whole different way, and you're just like, no, we just threw three words together when we drank too much Fireball. Pretty much.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty much where it comes about. But it sounds artsy,
It does.
so
Yeah.
we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to
Okay.
pull back the curtain there.
Okay. All right. Well, I mentioned before you got here when I started the show that I listen to some of your music, and I hear some of your songs. I hear John Mayer kind of music, and some of your songs I hear kind of like Bare Naked Lady music. And some of your songs is like metal music.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
A lot of
But-
influences. I think a lot of different influences. Well,
Yeah, I think there was a period where I was listening to a lot of John Mayer, like right after high school or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was right.
Yeah, I could say that. It's been a long time since I have, but
And everybody listens.
I
to
try
Bare
and
Naked
not
Ladies.
admit that. But
It's your
So
dirty little secret.
right.
yeah.
It's in your smelly soul. Well, let's take a listen to My Smelly Soul.
drinking gasoline. It's like drinking gasoline.
I loved it.
That's a fun little ditty.
That is. I didn't get to listen to all of it though because I was getting their frozen water.
Also known as ice.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, good.
I put their pitcher of water in the freezer to get it cold, and that was at 4:00, and I forgot about it.
Well, I would have thought the whole pitcher would have taken longer. But I don't know. Whatever.
Obviously not.
We're not
Like,
here to debate
I don't
the
know.
physics of
Physics of, well, you know, they say.
hydrogen and oxygen.
And when I went to get that water, I came back in, and Will brought his guitar, so we are going to have him play something, and you guys are going to sing.
Yeah, we'll just, we're actually just going to stare.
We're actually turning into a doo-wop group, so
Yeah.
they'll be doing the
The wasp
I don't
part.
know.
Oh, I can't say that.
No, not really. But
You could play my bass,
Yep, great.
and you could play my cowbell.
Is it really? Is that cool?
Yes.
All right.
master
Well,
of the cowbell.
We're gonna see. It even has my name on it.
Then we. Oh man, this
Yes.
works out for everybody.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm very excited that my bass might get played tonight. Well, we're in for a treat, aren't we?
Finally.
Oh yeah, a whole bundle of.
What are we gonna play? I didn't even
Musics.
think about that.
So where are you guys from? Y'all from Denver?
So we were both born in Colorado. You're from. Well, I guess you
I
can
was
say for
actually
yourself.
I was actually born in San Diego, but I moved to Colorado when I was 3 or something like that, and so
You don't remember.
well, I was 3.
No, but
Yeah.
you don't remember. You don't have any memories.
I
of
mean,
that?
I have memories of the beach and some stuff and my dog, but that's about it. But
You'd be the world's crappiest biographer because
Yeah.
you'd be like, well, and
Well,
then
I'm not
I
sure,
think that
but-
John Adams signed it, but I don't really know if he was there.
no, it was Herbie Hancock. Oh wait, no.
You'd be terrible.
But yeah, so we moved to La Junta, Colorado. So I grew up down there in southeast Colorado. the
And are you in
farmland.
Denver now?
Yeah, well, Westminster and
Oh.
kind of Denver.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah,
What about you?
I was born in Westminster and
and you'll die. in
still
Westminster.
yes, and I will die in Westminster. And yeah, actually still live there. I just moved back. I've kind of been all around. I mean, I lived in Denver for a little bit here, Boulder a little bit there, but now I'm back to.
Oh, sorry.
It's yeah, I get around between 3 cities, and now I'm back at my parents in Westminster. So
Oh,
that's cool.
The cycle is complete.
Yeah,
how many times is this for you?
moving back to my parents.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say over the air. It's gonna hurt I don't want to hurt the band's cred. I shouldn't have said it
okay.
in the first place.
My 2 oldest boys came home 3 times.
It's happen. You know,
Yeah.
It's comfortable. I don't know how to take care of myself, so it's kind of pretty nice.
Yeah, that's true. He lived with me for a few months, and
Well,
Jesus, man.
you'd come up and I'd just be putting peanut butter on a plastic bag. I don't know what I'm doing.
It was peanut
you-
butter on a playing card.
Yeah, can you feed me, please?
Was it at least the ace of spades?
Right.
Well, I taught you something tonight, didn't I?
Yeah, a little bit. Don't leave water in a pitcher too long in the freezer.
Well, I'm glad I could do
it's-
that for you.
I feel like I'm on Martha Stewart Living.
There you go.
Cause and effect.
What about you?
I was born in England, actually. And,
Serious?
yeah. Came over to the States when I was 6 months.
So you don't
to California.
remember.
Oh, no, I remember it quite well.
Do you?
Yeah. I barfed on the plane ride. It was really uncomfortable, really hot.
Yeah, that's a long
and
flight.
Everybody was huge. So I grew up in California and moved out.
Where
here.
at?
Southern California, near LA,
Southern?
San Fernando Valley. The Pit, as I like to affectionately call it.
Yeah. I have a friend in Carmel Valley.
Carmel?
Carmel?
Oh, yeah, Carmel.
Oh, is it
We say
Carmel?
Carmel out in California. Yeah, but that's
it
really
was
pretty
the
out
most
there.
delicious of the valleys.
And I also have a cousin in Mission Viejo. Did I say that one right?
Yeah. Good pronunciation.
Thank
Viejo.
Nice.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah.
I usually fail,
But-
but I try.
Oh, but
Trying
you
is the important part.
can't, but you can't say Carmel.
I wish I had a video of this right now because these guys are so funny. And they do all this with a straight face. Yes.
Very serious people.
Very. All right.
It's about the
So,
music.
so who's gotten their heart broken?
I have.
Haven't we all?
You have?
Haven't
yeah.
we all? I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me rephrase that. Who wrote "True Love Will Find You in the End"?
Oh, that one actually is a cover.
It's a lie.
Oh, it's a cover.
Yeah, that one's actually a cover. But it's a very kind of obscure cover. It was written by this guy named Daniel Johnston, who I think he made tapes in like the 70s. He had a lot of mental illnesses, and he just made tapes and like traveled around trying to make it big. And his big moment was in the early 90s. He kind of like snuck onto an MTV show. He was at like a party thing in Texas where MTV was there, and he snuck on and like pretended that he was this famous musician, and the person just kind of went with it, and they were just like, all right. And then he got really famous when Kurt Cobain wore a Daniel Johnston shirt. His Hi, How Are You album. It's this weird alien thing. There's a lot of pictures of Kurt Cobain wearing it.
Yeah,
I think he might have wore it on the Unplugged, maybe. I
Right.
don't know. I'm not sure.
We covered that one. We wrote the song "Love Is a Lie and We All Die Alone," though, which is kind of a spiritual sequel to that.
No, not really.
It's a little bit more honest.
I'm sitting here looking for that song in my queue.
It's a B-side.
Yeah, we didn't
Pop
go
up.
any far.
You have to sing that one live with the cowbell.
It's a bit of a downer, yes.
But yeah, I was actually really kind of pissed because that Daniel Johnston song a few months ago, I heard it in like a Ford truck commercial.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the
always
weirdest
a
thing to
bummer.
have for Ford trucks because he's just like this crazy indie guy with mental illnesses. There's a documentary on him. It's really interesting. But
But he buy Ford trucks anyways.
yeah, Ford
Are
trucks.
they a sponsor? Can we say
So
that?
does he live around here? Or?
No, I don't know where he lives. He's kind of like a shut-in because he really did have mental issues. I think he lives with his parents again, and he's probably like 50 or something. But this is the last I heard of him. This documentary was in like
It's not just you,
2006.
Anthony.
Well, Will, I hope he's not listening to the show right now.
Well, I hope he is because
You can give us a retweet.
when I put that song on YouTube, I got like a copyright notice thing, and I was like, well, if Daniel Johnston has a problem with this, he can tell me because I don't think he would care.
yeah, because you really want a guy with mental problems to have a problem with you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I think he accidentally stabbed somebody at some point.
Yeah, don't you hate it when you
There's a lot
accidentally
of
stab
things.
somebody?
You're going for yourself, and then somebody else gets in the way.
It's the worst.
Okay, you
Anywho.
guys.
But anyway, that's a cover.
If Daniel comes after me and stabs me, you guys know who to go look for. It'd be these three gentlemen
Just
right
think
in
you
my
will.
studio.
Did we use fake names? No.
No.
Oh, shit.
No, we didn't, Will.
Oh, yeah, well, so this group, what is it called? The guests we are, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're the guests.
Yeah, we're the guests. Go after the guests,
Kill
Daniel.
those guys.
Daniel Crazy Man.
All right, well, we're going to listen to True Love Will Find You in the End by Daniel Johnston, covered by...
Television Generation.
Generation.
Rolling. Okay. True love will find you in the end. You find out just who was your friend. Don't be sad, no. Don't give up until true love finds you in the end. This is a promise with a catch. Only if you're searching will it find you. 'Cause true love is searching too. How can it recognize you until you step into the light, the light, love will find.
Yes, Will, we are alive.
Oh, yes.
And we're back
Yes.
with Will serenading us.
Good.
So I want you all to do me one favor because Joe is listening. So I want you to say your name in your microphone because one of you is off mic.
Will.
Anthony,
Elliot.
Okay, Joe, which one is it?
is this part of a game show that we're doing, or
It
is
is.
it one of those on-air games?
That'd be cool. I should have like a little game show
Yeah.
segment with my guests.
Right. Well, there is one game that I really like playing. Like talking game is, I don't know if my mother's listening. Mary, I'll censor it. Mary F. Kill, where you get like a group of 3 like celebrities. Have you guys ever played that?
Yeah, Mary.
And you choose which one of the 3 you would marry. You would, let's say, have coitus
Boink.
with, and
Sheldon Cooper.
yes, every
Oh,
time.
was it all
Yes.
that?
And kill is the last one. So I know that sounds kind of rough, but it's like a game. You know, you choose 3 people and you play around with that.
Wait,
Like
there's-
celebrity people or any people?
Kind of be anybody. I mean, it's kind of tougher with people you know because you know
Yeah.
it's a little personal, but you
Yeah.
do it with like fictional characters or celebrities.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
so if you're looking for something,
Well, this
the
is
way
a
to do
family
it.
show.
Okay, well, can we dump that then? Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
little
You
too
didn't
late.
say anything wrong.
Okay, good.
So, what are your goals?
to be rich and famous.
Okay, your realistic goals.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
come on.
um,
we play music.
I don't know. Well, we're actually right now we're recording an album with, well, sorta. We're working on a EP, I guess I could say.
An album?
Yeah, sort of. It's with a producer who produced some albums for Sarah McLachlan and produced a live album for The Fray.
So, what's his name?
His name is Lance Bendixson.
There you go. You got to plug your producer.
Got a name drop a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
Well,
here.
I don't know how open he is to.
And also, actor Drew Carey really enjoys our music.
Oh,
I don't know if he
Drew
does.
Carey.
I don't know if he does. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know him.
What's he doing now?
Probably
Is he-
never-
He's the Price is Right guy.
yes, he's the Price
He's
is Right
the-
guy.
Yeah, it's aged him. So
Yeah.
You okay,
I
Elliot?
hope you're
Yeah,
listening
I'm
too.
just imagining Drew Carey with that skinny microphone.
Yeah.
Doesn't work quite the same way.
I think he lost a
No,
lot
it's-
of weight.
Yeah,
He
I
did.
think
Yeah.
they make the hosts kind of coordinate with the microphone now. They didn't want to have to buy a new microphone.
They made him spin that giant wheel until he lost it.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
core workout, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, our
you guys are
goals.
so
Anyways,
funny.
yeah, we
Our
were.
goals. So,
Let's just say in the next year.
so we pretty much just want to try and get this EP out that we're working on with the producer.
Yeah.
This will be the first time that we've recorded anything that wasn't like self-produced. Pretty much all these things I would call all of our releases before demos because they weren't professionally produced or professionally recorded. So we're pretty excited to have some of that coming out.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I guess our goals are to wrap that up and see where that goes, I guess.
Grammys?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about.
We're getting there.
That's around the corner.
Oh, but the
Just around the
producers,
corner?
yeah, the producer, he has tons of Grammys just all over his.
All over the place.
It's kind of like in his house mostly,
He just
Yeah.
wears one as a
but
necklace.
there's just awards all over the place. It's really cool.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
I felt very starstruck, I guess, standing in that place.
Your eyes were bulging out of your head.
It was
Yeah,
really
I
nice.
was sweating uncomfortably and
I thought we should take him to the
stuttering.
hospital. But
So, Elliot, do you still have contacts in England? Do you have family? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
You
I had an
do?
aunt and 2 uncles, and a bunch of cousins. My
So y-
grandmother actually passed away recently, but she lived
Oh, I'm
till like
sorry.
98 or something.
Oh, how well?
So, oh yeah,
Yeah,
she
that's
had
good
her
age.
time.
Yeah, my grandma died at 92 in her chair, and the day before she was working in the garden.
Oh,
yeah,
You can't, She had a great life,
yeah, that's a
Really.
good way.
and she was born way before, she was born before running water. I think
Wow.
she'd be like 120 something now.
Wow.
oh man.
Yeah, my grandma's
Yeah.
from England too.
Really?
Nana, as she makes us
Yeah.
call her.
Yeah.
In fact, she might even be listening. Who knows?
Hey,
Hi,
Nana.
Nana, I'm sorry about my comment earlier about the game.
She's like, oh, we played that back in my
Oh,
day.
The old MFK.
Well, I played that President Johnston.
So you guys, since you have connections in England, you should be like traveling abroad with your songs.
Oh, I would love to. That'd be awesome.
You know, my
Great.
show goes all over the world, so
Ooh.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, we've got some fans in England and Japan. That's kind of the weirdest places.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody from Belgium
Belgium.
liked us.
Huge.
you know,
stuff.
I get a lot of hits from Belgium.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
America's
Luxembourg,
actually
maybe.
not like that great of a music market. It's like Germany and Japan are some of the biggest
Right.
markets for
Yeah.
music, and there's bands that sell out stadiums in Japan and don't do anything in the U.S.
Well, like
Yeah.
I mean,
Totally
like
unknown.
a band like Winger, like doesn't really tour here anymore because like in Japan they're gigantic, so they'll just go over
Wait,
there and
isn't
they're
Winger
playing.
from Colorado?
I think so.
Yeah.
Nate Winger is in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, he plays with the Grind. No.
Oh,
really? No.
Yeah, you should go see him.
yeah.
He was my
Grind.
first guest on my
I think I've
first
heard of
live
it.
show. And
Oh.
it was
Oh,
it
really?
was
Wow.
it was a total train wreck. The program, I have a new program now, but the program wasn't working, and so he was drawing pictures on my board.
Oh, nice.
Now I want to do that.
So it wasn't total loss. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I have to get him and Ricochet back in here soon.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Reunion
Wow,
show.
too.
Reunion show.
Or anniversary show.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. So I'm gonna play a commercial, and we will be right back with All I Gotta Do with more TV Generation.
Well, out there in Colorado, there's a girl I know. She'd like to make your guitar. It's really nice for the show. They look good on your back, these old guitar straps. Baby, baby, Raven Rams.
This is Marisol with the Cymbals, and you're listening to Raven on the Rock.
As always, Raven on the Rock reminds you to please drink responsibly and always designate a sober driver.
Studio.
Thank you.
Are we back on?
We are.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was fast.
Well, it's. I think I didn't say anything bad then.
No. So Elliot went and got Sophie my bass.
Oh, Sophie.
Yes.
Oh, we used
cute.
to have a song called Sophie's Song. I think that was even before.
It was before my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Dark times.
It was when I was trying to start a band.
Oh.
Still
Kinda.
He's still
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah, I'm
still
still
trying.
trying. You guys are still auditioning
Yeah,
for
it's-
3 years.
That was one thing I noticed. So I tried out for the band in.
Oh,
Tried out in like March of 2011.
Yeah, like 2
And
years later, like, so am I in the band?
Yeah, he never actually told me like, so
Yeah.
you got the gig. He would just be like, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll call you. So I was like, all right, I guess I don't have the gig. And then it would just be like, oh yeah, come over, dude. Play
Well,
some
I never
songs."
really thought that it needed a
Well, yeah, because
Invitation?
It
What?
wasn't
like
audition.
a cementing. Like I didn't really consider
you-
myself to have a real band or anything.
Do you also do like job interviews and then just like, all right, well, I guess I'll just
Actually,
come
that's-
in Monday
that's
anyway.
kinda how it is on in
Whether
my
they say
business,
yes or
so.
no.
So seriously, 2 years later, after the audition.
Well, no, it was like a month later when he
Okay.
said that or something.
Okay.
I'm still very replaceable. So
I
Drum
got it.
machines. We're in the
Yeah, I
age.
know,
We're gonna
they're-
be dubstep.
I know you don't need me. That's alright though.
Sure they do.
I do lift stuff.
Yeah, makes it easier to move stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all I got to do about.
So I think this one is actually it's kind of a demo that I gave to the producer because he wanted to hear like all of our stuff, so he knew like what he wanted to work on, find singles and stuff like that.
Right.
And so it's kind of a demo, and this is actually possibly the first song I wrote on guitar because I wrote it when I was like 17, I think. And I was just like, when at 17, you're like a love-struck teenager and stuff like that. And so,
Really, guys are like that too. Really?
well,
Oh yeah.
sensitive guys.
Yeah.
But I definitely wasn't playing football at the time. But
You couldn't
yeah.
tell just by looking at him.
So yeah, I kind of because I only knew like 4 chords,
Oh.
and I couldn't do like an F chord. So there's like this effing version in there, and so it was basically trying to write a song, and I liked it, and I still like it, and it's 10 years later almost,
Yeah.
and I still like it, so I keep kind of wiggling it back in, and like I'll play it if the guys like go and take some shots during a show or something and need to kill some time.
I think it's when, not
Yeah.
if.
Or when.
So all you got to do is what?
Savor everything that you do.
It's so catchy.
I think the song was actually
Question
about
mark.
like struggling with the idea of love and like knowing if you're in love. So the word is probably love that it's about. If you wanna
There's
get
not
it.
enough songs about love, so he thought that was kind of
Throw another one out
Yeah.
there.
Well, alrighty then.
All right.
All right, here is Will's take on love. Aw, that was sweet. You got to come over here and
Oh,
move it.
whoops.
He's trying to adjust his microphone or
Yeah.
slouched.
Yeah, I think I'm shooting
it's
over it.
You can take your headphones off and walk around and adjust it.
Yeah, or I could. I think this is better. I think I was
Fine.
overshooting the mic or something.
Who was off mic earlier?
Oh yeah. Did we?
Joe said, "You sound better."
Oh,
All right. The world may never know.
I guess we'll.
Yeah, Joe, the vocals were low because he recorded that where in your basement.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. That was a basement. That was one of the basement tunes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even really mix it or anything. It was just a kind of a quick demo. I think if we recorded that one, like at the end, it would probably come in with like drums and guitars and be all loud.
The
'Cause I
music
like
video
that.
for that one is pretty cool. Isn't it? It's like a
What?
stop motion.
Oh yeah.
No, actually, I did that with the True Love Will Find You in the end.
Oh, that's
You
right.
made a music video?
Yeah, well, it was kind of my girlfriend had made a little stop motion video of these teddy bears and like their relationship between these two teddy bears. It's really pretty cool actually. She did put a lot of work into it. And
What's her name?
Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Hey, baby. Anyway.
So where can
yeah.
we find this video on your Facebook?
Yeah, it's on our YouTube page.
YouTube?
Like youtube.com/television generation or
Okay, I wanted to talk about that name because yesterday on the news, they were talking about how everybody, and not just kids, but adults too, their parents, are all on their tablets watching TV.
Well, it's weird because something I've noticed, like family Thanksgivings, it'll be kids now instead of like in my day it was like, you know, every kid like huddles around the Super Nintendo or the N64 and they're playing with that or they're doing this and that. But now every kid has their own like tablet and they're playing a game on that or they're watching a movie on that or they're
By themselves.
reading something on that.
yeah, it's not a very social thing.
It's very like kids are. I don't want to come off as
Back in my day,
back
we
in
all
my
had
day,
to gather
we-
around the television.
Yeah. Back in my day, we watched 8 hours of television sitting down. We didn't take it with us.
Right.
But, you know. It's,
So you guys actually are the television generation.
Right. Because
We're probably like the last.
Well,
Right.
because
Before
kids
the-
don't really sit down and just. Or I don't think most people just sit down and watch regular. It's called appointment television anymore.
Right.
Except for sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
You know,
that.
before I got hurt, I was working at Village Inn, and I would always make a joke. I'd walk up to the table, and the person on the left side was texting on their phone, and the person on the right side be texting on their phone and not looking at each other. And I'd walk up to the table and say, "Are you texting each other, or are you texting me your order?"
That's funny. My brother actually works as a cook at Village Inn.
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Which one? Do you know all my brothers?
Which village?
Which village?
It's down in my hometown. He's got a recording studio in my hometown, and actually, that's where that True Love Will Find You in the End. That's where that was recorded in the
Yeah.
studio down in my hometown.
It was about a dish at Village Inn, actually.
A
That's all it
dish
is.
at Village Inn.
It's about their
Cool.
quality pancakes.
Delicious, yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to what we were talking about. What do you guys? I mean, you're in your 20s, and I'm not. I feel like I'm 27, but I'm not. I'm really not.
I feel like I'm 14, so
I have kids older than you guys. And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about people not connecting personally anymore?
It definitely makes things harder in any kind of social business for musicians, I'd have to say, because everything is just done over the internet, and it's really easy to just kind of waffle something off when someone sends you a message online or something. But it's just less community,
yeah.
I guess.
Well, also, I've noticed just a lot of people don't really know how to talk to other people anymore. Like, I work at front desk somewhere, and you know, people will come up, and some people just don't know how to like make conversation. I'll be like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" And they'll just kind of not know
What to say.
Yeah.
They'll be looking at their phone, just like,
They don't know how to
I don't know
interact
how to
with the
engage
human.
you.
Yeah.
But then there's some perks for social flowers like myself, which is not true. Like I've
That was
never
his
been
nickname in
very
high school, by the way.
I've never been very good at like talking to people face to face as much, and I more bloomed on the whole internet thing.
Yeah, social
yeah.
anxiety.
Not really. I mean,
Okay,
I
my
don't think so,
ex-husband,
but-
we move into this house, and we've only been there like a week, and I look out the window one Sunday morning, and they're having a block party. And I said to my ex-husband, well, let's take the kids and go over there and meet our neighbors. And he looks at me and says, no, I don't know anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be the thing. It's really hard to meet new people just because when you have this social networking kind of thing, you've got your little network and you stick around texting those people that you already know, and
Right.
it's kind of creepy to just go online and friend a random person. It's like, we're friends now.
It's also hard to make friends when you're like past the age of 15 though. It's hard to make like new friends
Yeah,
because
I've
most
noticed
people
that.
just have the friends that they went to high
School
school
with.
with,
Yeah,
or
grew
anything
up
like
with.
that. Like I haven't made a friend in 20 years,
Right.
and I don't.
Well,
I
I
have
had
no
to because I
intentions of
left
doing
my
it.
hometown after high school.
Okay, all you listeners out there, please friend Anthony over here.
He's very lonely.
He's lonely. Now, I got to ask. I love Facebook because I have reconnected with so many people from high school.
Oh yeah.
And I just think that's awesome. I just graduated a few years ago, but let me ask. I got to ask cuz you guys, would you break up with a girl on a text?
I wouldn't.
I would never really do that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Anthony's over
maybe
there
if I-
thinking
no,
about
no,
it.
Maybe
He's thinking about the situation.
maybe if the
I mean,
entire relationship was
if it was very text, if
online
I
or
never,
something,
yeah, if I
never
never
met
met
her.
the person.
I said a girlfriend.
Okay, no, I wouldn't do that.
You would have a
Breaking up with a
girlfriend that you
stranger.
never actually met? Do
Well,
you
know,
like
we're
virtual
in the-
dates?
Yeah, the age of the internet.
Haven't
There's
we
a lot
all?
of people who just
No, I don't
Internet.
think that I would. Maybe through some other kind of tech though, like send them a Vine of
Vine.
that. I think it'd be kind of
5
interesting
seconds
to try.
to break up.
Just like a YouTube video. I don't know. Do an Instagram.
Tweet it.
It's a new tech.
Hashtag breaking up.
If you're out there, baby, please don't believe that. If you're listening to this,
I knew it. I knew you wouldn't do that. All right. I'm going to play Mr. Mollusk.
Yeah,
Did I
Mr.
say that
Mollusk.
right? Did I say that right, Elliot?
Yeah.
it's a mollusk.
It's a song about clams.
And while I play this, I'm going to fix Will's microphone that keeps sinking to his toes.
He's hunched over.
And we will be right back. Very cool. Now, a couple of your songs I've listened to, you have all that like screechy stuff in it.
Feedback, yeah. Or,
Oh, is that what it was?
oh, feedback and like.
No, I thought
Do
you
you
were
mean his
doing it on
voice?
your guitar.
Oh yeah, like I don't know how would you describe it? Smacking it,
Yeah.
You were
smacking the guitar,
smacking your guitar.
or pick scratching and stuff like that, or palm muting a little bit,
Yeah.
but not really in the way with chords. But
Exploring the whole array of sounds you can get. I think it sounds.
yeah, I just like
grungy.
noise. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like noise.
All right. So, Mr. Mollusk, who wrote that?
Yeah,
William.
I wrote that. We were just kind of practicing one night, and we just kind of started playing that riff and saying random words, and that's how it came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's a real short one. We usually kind of open our shows with it because it's really just like punchy and fast.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really fun to play too.
So, where have you
Yeah.
played?
We have played a lot of places. see,
Ram Bam Cafe.
There's Tony Mason's new Lost Lake. We played there.
Yeah.
It was before he had really finished the stage, though. So I'd like to go back there and check
That
that
was
place out
cool.
again.
The biggest we ever played was my birthday last year.
Oh, the Summit.
Summit Music
Summit
Hall.
Music
Oh, yeah,
Hall.
That was a good show.
It
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I drank too much and fell off stage while we were unpacking.
One of our funnest shows was at it was the Sweeney News Productions art show, and that was
Yeah,
a
that was
blast.
really
It was just
fun.
at like this little loft in downtown Denver.
Yeah.
That was awesome. There were tons of people there, and we had like go-go dancers coming up and
Yeah.
dancing to
Really?
Yeah, that was a fun
California,
show.
I think was the song.
Yeah. That was cool.
So where are you playing next?
Let's see. That show that I was setting up didn't happen.
Rocky
So
Merchants Saloon or something.
yeah, Merchants. Yeah.
Oh, it's not
But
gonna work.
I mean, I can probably get another date there somewhere. But because we're kind of in the middle of working on this EP thing, so we kind of just finished playing a bunch of shows. And let's see, what was the last place we played?
Aslan Theater.
The
Aslan
Aslan
Theater.
Yeah, it was an
Aslan.
Aslan Theater.
It was a benefit to save the Aslan Theater,
Yeah.
and we played there. That was actually really fun.
And then
really nice.
before
Really
that,
cool
we
joint.
played at a screen printing shop for Indigenous Robot. Was
Yeah.
it was kicking off their tour.
They're a really good band. by
Yeah,
the
those
way.
guys are awesome. Yeah, that was fun.
Phone just did.
And then let's see, before that we played at Moe's, right?
Moe's Barbecue, yeah, in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, those were
Trailside
all
Saloon,
fun.
we played it a few times.
Yeah, we love
That's
playing
what's
Trailside's
Trailside.
really
It's
cool.
just a very punky, trashy metal bar. Kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
Metal bar. I know a country rock band that plays there.
Oh yeah. Well, I think on Saturdays is metal night.
Saturday's a little punk
Yeah.
and metal night.
Yeah.
and it's-
Because Swinging
yeah.
News Productions kind of does the whole Saturday night thing.
Which is weird because we're not really metal, but
No,
they
but we kinda-
like
Some of
us
your
because
songs are.
we're like just metal and not. Is that even a thing?
Yeah, we're like hard
Middle
enough
of the road, I guess.
to hang with them, but
But soft enough
soft
for them
enough
to
to
like,
make
take
them
a
not be
break or
intimidated
something,
by
yeah.
us. Soft enough for them to make fun of us.
So they don't have to hand out earplugs at the door.
No, they quite the opposite.
Gotcha.
Freaking on.
I love these. So are you in the process of writing more songs?
Well, always. I mean, we've got so many songs that we don't have the money or the time to get proper recordings of them. That's why a lot of these are demos.
Well, in
But
our
we try and
songwriting-
slow it down.
Yeah, well, our songwriting process is so different because it'll just be like, we'll just play a little riff while we're rehearsing stuff, and then we'll be like, hey, that's cool, and we'll just play around with it, and maybe like record it on somebody's phone or something, and
Yeah.
then maybe forget about it. But then maybe we'll come back and be like, hey, I threw together some nonsense words for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make this into a song. Let's cut it.
I mean, it's not all nonsense. I mean, there's meaning if you look close enough. I just like
you dig
wordplay.
deep.
Yeah, I like wordplay a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me and Anthony actually met in was it poetry
Poetry
class?
writing class.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to somebody about that yesterday, and I think the first conversation we had was I turned in a poem about pigeons because I think I have this weird obsession with pigeons, and my girlfriend even said like I'm that my spirit animal's a pigeon because I always like eat everyone's leftovers and like pretty much, and I wrote like this love letter to pigeons. And he was like, hey, that's kind of weird and cool. Do you want to be in my band?
Yeah.
And I said, sure.
Yeah, he like came in wearing like a leather jacket and stuff. I was like, oh, that guy looks like a cool guy.
Kinda guy.
Sorry to disappoint you.
So
Yeah, it was very-
what happened to the pigeon poem?
I mean, it's still.
I think the
still in
teacher hated
archives.
it.
The teacher hated it because it wasn't a poem. It was just like, hey, I saw a group of. I didn't make any.
You know, she hated my poetry until we did that poetry reading at the end of the year, and I read my poetry at a poetry shop, and everyone was all like quiet and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, now I get it."
Yeah, but
A lot of people trashed my poetry in college because they were like,
Me-
"This sounds like lyrics."
I did too. To be fair.
Whoops.
Well, actually, one day you
Sorry,
turned
I write
in.
lyrics.
It was one day we were supposed to turn in. It was
yeah.
after I joined the band, and he just turned in lyrics from one of our
One
songs.
of our songs, and you wrote like recycle symbols all over my.
Yeah,
it's like
all
I
over
gotta
the
turn this
poem.
into the teacher. You know?
Yeah.
That was
So. So that was
And what
half-assed.
grade did you get on it?
fun. I don't know. I
Can
mean,
you really grade poetry?
Yeah,
Well, you could.
Everyone gets a star.
an A. I think I got an A. I had like a 4.0 in my major.
Jesus.
In my major. Yeah, the non.
Oh, this was
stuff.
college
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
college.
Oh, yeah. We didn't. No. Yeah.
we
this
didn't
was-
meet until college.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were writers.
Right.
Yeah, so we met in the writing
Of sorts.
English writing world.
Why'd you take the poetry class?
Well, I mean, I was an English major, so
Okay, don't tell me, Anthony. You took the poetry class to meet girls.
Yes, and instead I met a man.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanna hear that pigeon poem turned into a song.
I'll have to dig it up.
Oh, yeah,
for
we should.
I think we talked about doing that. That would
Well,
actually
yeah,
be really
because
cool.
yeah, that's
Maybe
where
that
you guys
instrumental
met.
that we've been playing with or something. We've got ideas that we play with, and we don't form them into songs until it like kind of comes naturally.
Yeah. Also, sometimes it'll like be a song, and then it'll wait like a year for us to actually play it again because we'll forget about it.
That happens a lot because we only have like 30, 45-minute sets, but we have like 2 hours worth of songs.
So if you wrote it about a raven, I could have been in the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So let's
I'm not a pigeon.
drop that. Let's do
The pigeon and the raven.
we can have that pirate
Contrast.
pigeon guy, that band promoter.
No, we
Did
kinda
things not
fell
go
off
well?
with that guy. Well, he said some bad things
he
about Flood of Souls, and I like those guys.
I did too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
those
was
guys.
talking.
Talking
He was
some
going
guff.
around saying he was like the manager of. I probably shouldn't be.
You
talking
probably
about this.
Hey, let's burn some more bridges.
Anyway,
I just want you to know that Raven on the Rock, and VRDO Radio are not responsible, or we do not. How do they say that?
Disclaimer. You should say this at the beginning.
I don't know.
for what now?
Just say it wasn't me.
Yeah, just
It wasn't
I didn't
me.
do it.
say.
Like Bart Simpson. I didn't do it.
All right. Well, we are going to go to some commercials, and when we come back, I'm going to have these guys play a live song for you. We'll be right back.
Sweet.
Supporting local businesses doesn't stop with the economy. It is all about creating a stable and vibrant community. Stimulate our economy by browsing Rely Local's business directory. Saving money doesn't have to cost you, and you no longer have to weed the coupon books that fill your mailbox. Just print them from Rely Local Littleton. Rely Local has combined online job boards and newspapers to provide you with the most local jobs in the Littleton area. Get connected. We want you to be an active partner in our campaign to rebuild the Littleton economy. Rely Local Littleton, your source for supporting local businesses.
Today's Meet a Local leader is Carl Brumert. He's the executive director of the Audubon Society of Greater Denver. Carl's vision is to continue to develop the Audubon Center into a training center for naturalists, outdoor recreationists, and environmental advocates, advancing conservation action and helping residents in the greater Littleton area to become well informed about issues related to their local wildlife and habitats. The Audubon Center breathes life into old buildings that have stood dormant for many decades. Originally part of a 5,000-acre working ranch, the two stone structures were built in the early 1940s, serving as a home for the Atchison family. In 1955, the site was transformed into the headquarters for the Glenn L. Martin Company, now Lockheed Martin. After the flood of 1965, the land became part of the Chatfield Dam construction project and subsequently Chatfield State Park. In 1998, ASGD was invited by Colorado State Parks to create a nature center at the site due to demand for natural science education programs. Colorado State Parks recognized that ASGD has been a leader in environmental conservation in the Denver area since 1969 and has received numerous national awards for its education programs. It was a natural fit for ASGD to begin work on the Nature Center at Chatfield. In 2006, the original farmhouse was transformed into the Nature Center, offering classroom and exhibit space. The stone garage building became an outdoor learning lab. Large overhead doors were added to provide a unique classroom with walls that open into nature. You can contact Carl Brumert about information at 303-973-9530 and located at 9308 South Wadsworth Boulevard, Littleton, Colorado 80128.
This is Raven with Eggs and Kegs Radio Show here on VRDO, and you're listening to Rockin' Raven.
Live from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, it's Raven's Eye on Global Talent with your host, Rockin' Raven. Keeping her golden eye across the state, across the country, and around the world to bring you the best talent possible. And now, here's your host, Rockin' Raven.
Okay, I was so impressed with Ariel last night. And for those of you that missed it, I am going to play her California song again, and then I am going to get some more of her music. And I hope she comes to Denver soon because I just love this girl's voice. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Here's California.
I want my name in the lights. I want to swim in the sky. Be the only star at midnight. Before I knew it, I was lost. Didn't count all the cost. Now I wonder if I'll ever even make it out alive. I've been chasing dreams, but they're chasing me. The city of angels, I can't sleep, 'cause I'm trading scars for that concrete star, and I can't find the sunshine in California. I only wanted to be me, had the best intentions. I was scattered in all directions. It was more than I could take. I would bend just to break. Falling apart was never my plan, but now I understand. I've been chasing dreams, but they're chasing me in the city of angels. I can't sleep, 'cause I'm trading scars for that concrete star, and I can't find the sunshine in California. California. I want my name in the lights. I want to swim in the sky. Be the only star at midnight. I've been chasing dreams, but they're chasing me in the city of angels. I can't sleep, 'cause I'm trading scars for that concrete star, and I can't find the sunshine in California.
I love Ariel. And guess what? Television Generation has a song called California. And they're
Yeah.
Are you guys? Is that what you guys are gonna play?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Totally.
Yeah.
Come full circle.
Elliot, who just said they liked my guitar strap? On Sophie?
I did.
Or
Anthony?
I did,
I
but
did,
Elliot
I copied him.
agreed
Yeah, I agreed.
with me.
And they didn't realize it's a Raven rap.
It's a fine strap.
Feels like a cat.
Raven
Raven
wrap.
wrap.
It's a fine strap.
Hey,
All right.
Raven rap, it's where it's at. For it.
California.
Sorry. Yes.
All right.
Where'd this song come from? Poetry class?
A
long evening.
Another long evening
Another
with
long
Fireball.
evening.
Yeah.
And it just kind of came together. I don't even really know how to.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Explain.
lamenting song about the decline of punk rock.
It's when you thought you were gonna move to California too.
Oh, I
and
also
abandon
was
everything.
coming towards the end of college, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to move home or something. But yeah, it's kind of along those lines.
Okay.
So hopefully
Am I,
this comes out okay.
Oh, hold
Can't
on.
hear.
Try it now.
Yeah, there we go.
Everything leveled, kind of, sort of. Just give it a shot.
Probably.
Summer's too cold. The days have grown up. Stories been told 1,000 times in a lifetime. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. So take that new job in California. 'Cause before now, I'll be surfing on the sun. You see me in a bar along the shore. The revolution. The saints are not punks. They've all gone away. Gone away for the last time. Some may stay, some may go. I'm coming home. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming home. I'm coming out. I'm coming on. I'm coming home. I'm coming out. I'm coming on. I'm coming
Alright.
You putting that one on your EP?
Yeah, actually.
I love
It's
it.
gonna have like a B3 organ in it and stuff. It's fun.
I know somebody that plays B3.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That one was really tough to
that
record
contact.
because we didn't have like a lot of set
Yeah, there
parts
was a
set
lot
up.
of
It would just be
guitar
like,
solos in the
hey,
middle
let's just
of it.
play for a while, and then so we had to like really set up like, okay, 4 bars for this, 4 bars for that. That one was really tough.
Yeah,
to
we would usually just
change
play
all
it
the time.
live and just kind of get really crazy during these guitar solo part things or get crazy with sounds and special effects and wild things.
So it's fun to do.
Yeah. So when I come to your show, you can play it, and Anthony can be on the drums, and I'll play the cowbell.
Yeah, rock
please.
that cowbell.
We would love
That'd be
that.
awesome.
Can you bring that one though? The Raven one. I really like
It's
this.
the only one I got.
Really, I like it a lot.
Pretty in pink.
I have
I'm gonna
one
need-
from my. I have a cowbell from my. I'm gonna air quotes here. Punk rock days. It's like jet black, and it has the anarchy symbol on it, and it's like spiky. And I thought it was the
Punk rock
coolest.
cowbell.
I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I bought it.
Cool.
Now,
Now what?
now it's like it's real cool, Anthony.
So that my favorite song. What did you say you're calling it? My Suicide what?
Oh, Suicide Girl.
It's not my, just Suicide Girl.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we naming the
Also
song, Will?
known as
Suicide
Street.
Girl.
See, it's
Just Suicide
Suicide
Girl.
Girl.
the straight answer.
All right, well, I'm going to play that one next because I've played this one a lot on my show. I love it.
Thank you.
This one we're going to record on the EP too.
Yeah.
We did that one.
Yeah.
Good.
That one was a little bit easier to record because it actually had set parts.
Yeah.
So I made it a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
one
So,
of the
so when you
poppiest
guys
ones.
do a show, do you play every song the same or?
Yeah, I think it's different every time.
We play them a lot
We
different
usually try
live
and
than
have
that.
we try and
Record
have
it.
like a set structure, and then we have improvisational parts within the set structure, so we kind of know where we are and where we're going.
Although, no two shows that we've played have been really the same.
Yeah, it's kind of boring when they're all the same.
Yeah.
I don't like things to be like here's our show.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
it to
but
be
the-
a little more fluid.
The great thing about you guys is you said you have a lot of songs,
yeah.
Yeah.
but you only play 45-minute sets.
Yeah.
Right.
So no two shows.
No, we have to
Stick
cycle
the
things,
same.
especially when we throw in that
Mathematically.
we like to play covers too. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so your followers should follow you
Oh yeah.
Us.
because it's a new show every time.
Follow me.
That's another one of
That's
our.
another one.
Is that a song?
In case you're curious.
Do I have that
Oh,
one?
that's
That
yeah,
one's.
that
I
was
think that was
TVG.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
TVG.
Yeah.
we do have should have.
Oh, it's called TVG.
Yeah.
Or television generation.
Yeah, the
Either
song's
way.
called TVG. I think that one gets Alf on 93.3.
Yeah, that gets
Is
played by
on
him on
his locals only
once in a
show.
while. Yeah,
Very cool.
he's cool.
All right, I am going to play Suicide Girl, which now I have to stop calling it my friend the creepy guy. It's gonna take some getting used to. But here is my favorite song. Well, one of them. I'm liking them all now, but here's Suicide Girl by Television Generation.
My friend the creep would really like to meet your acquaintance. She talks and and speaks a lot, you know she fakes it. I took her to the park and then we had a picnic. But she ate the bark right off the trees and called me stupid. But I don't care about your shitty music scene, 'cause it's so cool to try.
I love the end.
Right.
All right. I put all that work into that commercial, and I posted it yesterday, and I just found out that they haven't seen it.
Well, I saw it.
Let's
Okay,
not
Will
point-
saw it, but he
I just
didn't
didn't
listen
hear
to
it.
it.
Let's not point the
'cause he
radio
was at
finger
work.
here. Let's be easy here.
And Anthony and Elliot have not seen it.
Elliot's kind of isolated from the internet world.
Yeah, I don't really have internet right now.
He lives in a hut.
Then how do you make friends?
I have animals.
You live in a hut, really?
Oh, I trap animals and make them my friends.
Oh my god.
Does that include pigeons?
Was that creepy or something?
Yes.
I had a
Robins.
pet pigeon.
You did?
A fat pigeon.
Pet pigeon.
Oh, pet pigeon. Okay, that's better.
I used to be the girl whose mother wanted to throw her away.
You can't do that to
I
an
was
animal.
the one that my brother-in-law worked at Joliet Penitentiary. Well, two of them did, but one when the inmates would cut the grass, they would run over the rabbit holes and kill the mother.
On purpose.
Well, no, not on purpose. They just, you couldn't see them.
Yeah.
And until the blood was shooting out the lawnmower.
Oh, God.
But a couple times a year, my brother-in-law would bring me like 4 to 6 baby rabbits that I would feed with little bottles, and we would make formula out of pet milk and corn syrup, and so I raised a lot of animals. And then there was this pigeon who had a broken wing. My mother did not know that I was hiding it in my room until it could fly again.
No, I did the exact same thing with the baby bird when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Didn't make it.
Yeah.
It's like an
It
episode.
didn't make it? Oh, mine made it, and I let it go.
It's like an episode of Full House. That's adorable.
Yeah. Like a kid's
Well,
book.
it was adorable until we had to wash the curtains
Oh.
because the pigeon would sit on top of my curtains.
No, I found a wounded mink a couple weeks ago.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I thought it was a ferret because I've got a couple ferrets. And I was at work, and it was in the parking garage, and my coworkers were like, "Oh, there's this strange creature hissed at my son." And so I went down, and I thought it was a ferret. It looked like a ferret. They look very similar, but its back legs were not working. So I didn't know.
Did it break its spine or?
Yeah, as it turns out, yeah. But so I captured it and got a bunch of bites on my hand because it was a mink. A wild mink, not a tame ferret.
Should we be watching for foam coming out of your mouth?
Yeah.
How did you not get rabies?
So yeah, I thought it was a ferret, and I called a ferret shelter, and they were like, "Oh no, that's a mink." So they hooked me up with the
mink shelter,
Boulder Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation place. And so I took it there, and they found out it had a severed spine. Looks like it had been run over. So
they put it to sleep.
Yeah, not a happy story for that, but it's very sad.
Yeah, well, thank you for that endearing story.
Okay,
Will.
now let me ask you, Will. What do you think they do with that mink?
Make it into socks.
Socks.
It's only one mink.
You knock it, but when you try on a nice pair of mink socks,
Was it really long?
Well, minks are only about that big. I guess you can't see.
It's
on
like the length of a sandwich.
A mink.
Looks like.
It's about the size of a ferret.
About a foot long?
Yeah. $5.
So the mink stole that my aunt used to have with the head.
It takes a lot of minks to make that stole.
They add on to the body in the middle. Is that
They
what you're telling me?
must. Yeah, because minks aren't very big. They're like ferret sized.
Wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
a little bigger than a ferret. Just
How
should
about
have been
that?
the first giveaway when I grabbed a wild animal that was freaking
yeah,
out
I was gonna
and
say, is
biting my hand.
that just part of your job when there's a strange animal
That's
outside?
part
They
of my
just,
job.
Where
in
do
life.
you
Listen
work,
here,
Will?
cabin boy.
I work at a dental lab in Boulder. So if anyone needs crowns done,
Or injured minks.
or
if
injured
you have an
minks
injured
cared for,
apparently.
Yeah, bring them to Will. All right, we are going to play Serotonin Syndrome. So this has to do with sleep and pills and what? Am I close?
Love.
Again.
it's kind of about.
Fireball.
It's like I wrote it at a time in my life where I was feeling very, very down, and I just needed like a real anger release thing, and like going on antidepressants and stuff like that, you can get serotonin syndrome or something. I don't even know, like, it's not a very serious thing or anything. You just get dizzy from having too much serotonin in the brain.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But it's just kind of about getting anger out. It's about feeling down.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
This
Very
is a good song to
original
play after the home
after
mix story.
Yeah. Life is pointless is what that song.
Yeah.
We're trying to tell you here.
Life is pointless if your mink dies.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a song about your mink dying.
All right, here's Serotonin Syndrome.
Maybe something's wrong with my thinking. Maybe something's wrong with my soul. Maybe everybody is faking. Maybe I don't care anymore. I wanna die. I wanna die. I wanna die like Jesus Christ. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna go. I wanna go. So take me home now. Somebody wants to know somebody. Somebody wants to kiss in a hole. Somebody hates to see a love die. So it doesn't care anymore. She wants to die. She wants to die. She wants to die like Jesus Christ. Yeah. She wants to go. She wants to go. She wants to go. So take you home. Yeah.
Okay, I'm playing my commercial in the background for these guys.
It was a good commercial.
Yeah. You like that?
That's from our
that's awesome.
that picture too. That's from our photo
Photo
shoot
shoot.
we did a year ago. Oh my god.
Was that Sophie?
No, she's
What was it?
It was
just
Sophie.
It was Sophie? Is she dead?
No, she's fine.
no.
Oh dear God.
Funny story in that picture. Elliot stepped on a rusty nail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screw
That was
actually.
a screw
So-
that day.
Yeah.
So funny story. So he has
hilarious.
rabies from the mink bite, and Elliot has
Has tetanus.
hepatitis. Yeah.
I have from the rusty.
So we're that band.
Yep.
They're that band.
The
So,
rusty screws.
I've got a little Ebola.
what were we talking about before Sophie hit the ground?
Maybe we should just do that. Okay, let's move this.
Are we okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just lay it on the ground.
Yeah, you could lay it on the ground.
I don't know.
Yeah, just don't step on
Yeah,
it.
just-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
I had to tell these guys who Kenny Passarelli was, and Will sang "Rock Your Mountain Way" for me. I was impressed. And so next week, Monday, I got Eddie Turner on.
Fun.
Eddie Turner and the Troubled Twins, who goes all over the world. He's an amazing blues guy.
Awesome.
You guys like blues?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
All the time.
Because then Tuesday, I have Steve Crenshaw.
oh, nice.
Yes. And Wednesday, Kenny Passarelli. And he said he was bringing Clark Hagen with him, who is a Grammy Award-winning engineer.
Wow.
I'm not sure if Clark is still coming, if he's still in Denver or not on Wednesday.
Very cool.
He was supposed to come Tuesday, and Steve was supposed to come Wednesday, but then they had to switch. 'cause-
Yeah, well, we feel kind of out of the water, fish out of the water with all these bigger, big names.
Yeah.
Maybe
Need small
someday.
fish in a big
Someday.
pond. Is that
It's
what
a
you're trying
good
to say?
Goldfish in a Shark Tank.
You know what? They're just guys.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Which is always the weird thing about this industry is they are all just people. And
Yeah.
And they're great guys with big hearts and
yeah.
great friends, and
Definitely.
yeah,
That's really cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
Don't
Well, it's very like nice to hear that because you realize you don't have to be some kind of super amazing, crazy, like Motley Crue style thing and still
Yeah.
be
Motley
a part
Crue's
of the
not
music
listening.
business.
Yeah.
But, well, that's what we learned. We're real big fans of like Dave Grohl, who's just like you won't hear a single person say a bad thing because he's just personable and he's just
like
like,
Uncle
real,
Dave.
very real. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, and to meet these guys, you guys got to realize you're only in your 20s, and they've got a lot of amazing stories. If you want to listen in next
Yeah,
week,
definitely.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you got to stay grounded.
Definitely.
You can't let it go to your head. You can't get all cocky and
Right.
I'm better than you. And these guys are just genuine
Totally.
and amazing. And I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to be able to have these guys as friends and know them, and you too. Yeah.
The
We're-
friendship bus.
We're Uncle Television generation.
And you do
Uncle.
realize though, we wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for Facebook.
Oh yeah.
So
There you go.
we did a lot of bashing of Mr. Zuckerberg and all that, but
All
Thanks,
hail.
Mr. Zuckerberg.
yeah. So
Well, I think the
Zuckerberg.
company's public now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Public.
I don't. This isn't a stock show. We're talking about music.
Musical
This isn't-
stocks.
This isn't Bloomberg Radio.
They are taking a little advantage of us though on Facebook because
Mining our
Well,
information.
there's
they're not getting it out there.
that. Sorry,
Did
that's.
you just spill it on Sophie?
Well, I didn't realize that it would make a noise on the radio.
Oh no, you can pour water.
Forgot
Everybody will
husband.
just have to run to the bathroom. That's okay.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah. Sophie's dry.
yeah. Sophie's good.
Yeah.
I know we've abused
Jeez.
your precious babe. What
For
were we saying?
people tuning in, Sophie's a bass guitar.
Yeah, this isn't some.
He's not a
This
child.
is not.
Human.
I brought my toddler Sophie. We'll just put her on the ground.
Down.
Don't mind pouring water on her.
Oh my.
Elliot dropped her off his lap right onto the cement.
Whoops.
But you're saying with the Facebook taking advantage. Well, not only do they have the personal information, they can do the personalized ads, but now with we all have pages for our, shows and www.facebook.com/televisiongen. And, we all have that. And they'll
Just
tell
Gen?
you how many people, I think it is.
We
It's
can't
too long.
put television generation because it's too long.
Yeah.
So
Same with Twitter, so it's all television. Gen.
Right.
Television
Across
Gen.
the board,
Okay, so anyway.
And they
think
show
I
you how
know
many
where
people
you're
you've
going.
reached, and they say, hey, do you want to
Boost
reach
your
more
post.
people? Boost your post
yeah.
with $30.
Yeah,
this
and
that.
and that's what I was talking about. I think they can limit you.
Oh,
on-
yeah.
Purposely.
Yeah, I think they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like this farming game that Callie just texted me on. Yeah, Callie, if you're listening, they wanted to know what molasses was for.
Right. Like, you're running a construction business here, too.
But what they're doing with that is they make it so it either takes forever, which I have the patience for, and I'll do it because I have nothing better to do, with my life than play Farmville. Or you can spend $20 on 200 keys,
Right.
to purchase your stuff. So.
Well, that's how...
In-app purchases. Actually,
yeah.
the music industry is kind of leaning towards that way too with this new torrenting thing.
Yeah.
You'll be able to torrent a couple singles for free. I think it's like a single and a music video, and if you want to buy the album, you can, and it will fill out the rest of the... It's kind of a cool idea.
Well, it's just weird. It's weird how it's all going
I haven't
that way.
seen it done yet, but I was hearing about it.
Well, because with that, Candy Crush is that thing that everybody's playing, and I didn't know anybody did this, because there's that thing where if you lose too many times, you have to either wait 30 minutes or pay $2. And I know a lot of people that are just like, I'll just pay $2. It's like, really?
Brilliant. We got to make a game.
People,
TVG, the app.
That's just what people are getting
Okay,
used to. Is
if you want to listen to the last 15 minutes of my show, you must send me $5 right now. Oh, people are wow.
It's just how things are changing, though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I haven't played any of those, so I didn't really.
Did you see the Geico commercial? Is it Geico or?
Yeah. Where the
With
lady's actually crushing candy.
Oh yeah.
With the hammer.
Yeah. This Candy Crush game is really fun. But that's not how it works.
That was very cool. Yes. Sitting on the shelf.
Ooh.
Did it break when you were doing that, Will?
Well, I kind of had the song sitting on the shelf for a little while, and
Oh, I get it.
Oh, and so they were like, "Oh, that sounds cool." So I didn't have a chorus. Well, no, I had a chorus, but